Morning, agents. Welcome to this tactical briefing explainer. Listen, if you've been looking for the absolute best gear and XP farming window available in the season right now, well, you hit the jackpot. Today, we're breaking down a massive opportunity in the Division 2. I'm talking about the overlap of the Conflict XP event and the SHD Exposed global event. Both of these are active right now, and when you combine them, it's literally a perfect storm for progression. So, grab your gear, pay close attention, because we're going to map out exactly how to absolutely dominate this unique session. Let's kick things off with a massive number, 1 million plus. That is the amount of XP you can earn in just a single 8-minute match inside the conflict event right now. To put that kind of crazy number into perspective for your progression, that one quick match equates to roughly 1.5 to 3 entire SHD levels all in one sitting. Seriously, it's just the fastest SHD level farming method available right now, provided you're willing to jump into the game's PvP mode. Okay, let's dive into this overlap because you really do not want to sleep on this. These two events, Conflict XP and SHD Exposed, they reward you in completely different ways, but they're running simultaneously. By engaging with both mechanics, you are maximizing your returns across the board. You get the raw SHD leveling speed of Conflict, paired with the global event mechanics that just shower you with caches and stars. It is double the efficiency for the exact same playtime. All right, moving right into Phase 1, Mastering Conflict XP. Now, I know what you're thinking. Some of you strictly prefer PvE and might be groaning at the letters PvP. But hear me out. Consider this comparison. Standard PvP can sometimes feel heavily skewed because it relies on SHD watch levels and expertise tracking. But this conflict event features gear normalization. That means expertise and SHD levels are completely disabled. The playing field is totally leveled. You only need to focus on your gear's core attributes and your talents, not your watch level. So it takes that whole intimidation factor completely out of the equation. So here is the absolutely crucial point. Win or lose, massive XP payouts are guaranteed just for finishing the match. Non-PvP players, you don't need to sweat losing a match against hardcore PvP veterans. Why? Because the triple XP rate just floods you with progression regardless of the final score. As long as you stay active and actually finish the match, you're getting that massive flat XP payout. It's an incredibly generous system that rewards participation just as much as domination. And hey, the XP isn't even the only reason to queue up. Every single time you level up during the Conflict XP event, you earn a Conflict cache. And guys, these caches are loaded. They drop high-stat gear rolls, highly sought-after PvP exclusive items, and, crucially, expertise materials. If you're currently banging your head against the wall with expertise grinding, chaining conflict matches for these caches is hands down one of the most efficient routes available to you right now. Okay, let's transition over to Phase 2, SHD Exposed mechanics. Now, SHD Exposed is a global event built entirely around risk and reward. It's all tracked by the exposure meter, which is located right under your ammo bar. Basically, the longer enemies have line of sight on you, the more this meter fills. Now, this is extremely dangerous because at full charge, you take up to 65% more damage from hostile fire. Yeah, ouch. But here is the incredible payoff, the real power fantasy. Once your meter is full, you can transfer that massive 65% debuff directly to the enemy, making them take significantly more damage instead. It's a real game changer. But a quick warning, you must be hyper aware of your positioning. Sprinting in the open fills the meter rapidly. Staying stationary or staying in cover builds your exposure meter nice and slowly, safely. But the moment you start sprinting out on the open ground, that meter spikes fast. You can find yourself extremely vulnerable before you even realize what hit you. So environmental awareness is absolutely key during this event. Now, what's really interesting about this is the immense tactical flexibility you have to weaponize that debuff. There are 3 specific ways to discharge your exposure. First, a simple melee attack transfers your current exposure directly to a target, and the best part is, this works at any charge level. Second, a cover-to-cover move near enemies pulses your exposure in a radius, but keep in mind this requires a full 100% meter to trigger. And third, the chain reaction. When an exposed enemy dies, they pulse and spread the debuff to nearby enemies. If you set it up right, one single transfer can absolutely clear an entire room. It's like a giant domino effect. All right, on to Phase 3, the execution blueprint. So how do we put this all together? Here is your ultimate gaming session, mapped out step by step for the optimal farming loop. Step 1, complete your daily and weekly conflict projects before doing anything else. Seriously, some of these drop up to 10 levels worth of XP in a single go. Step 2, farm those conflict matches back to back, win or lose to rack up millions of XP. Step 3, head into the open world for farming. Step 4, knock out your SHD Exposed challenges, stuff like melee 50 exposed hostiles for bonus stars. And finally, Step 5, take all those hard-earned stars to the global event vendor. And this brilliantly illustrates how to optimize Step 3 of that loop out in the open world. You want to activate world directives, specifically the no regen directive. Adding directives in high-density areas dramatically boosts your open world XP gains. And look, more XP means significantly faster SHD level ups, and every single SHD level earns you another star for the global event. It just creates this incredible snowball effect for your progression. So once you're absolutely loaded up on stars, head over to the global event vendor in the White House or Haven. You really want to prioritize your spending based on what you need most. Need targeted farming? Buy exotic caches. Hunting for specific gear rolls? Grab those named item caches. Or, you can dig into the legacy season caches. It's just a fantastic way to cap off your farming loop with guaranteed high-tier loot.
Which brings us to our final section, Phase 4, the Arsenal.
Let's move to and see how this builds out across different playstyles, because we have 3 highly recommended loadouts here that turn that dangerous exposure mechanic into a massive tactical advantage. If you like a run-and-gun playstyle, go with Hunter's Fury. Your natural, aggressive movement in the open is going to charge your exposure really quickly. If you prefer status effects, Eclipse Protocol is incredible because exposure is technically a debuff. Pair that with the Vile Mask and you'll spread massive damage across grouped enemies with 0 effort. And finally, if you want to play it safe, bring a Bulwark or High Armor tank build. This lets you safely absorb that nasty 65% penalty, effortlessly reaching 100% exposure before discharging it onto the enemy. Survivability builds truly shine during SHD Exposed. So what does this all mean? We've got 2 events. One incredible window of opportunity. By running Conflict for the triple XP and leveraging the exposure mechanic in the open world, you're walking away with massive SHD levels, perfect gear, stars, and caches, all in the exact same session. So the only question left to ask is, are you ready to log in, clear rooms, and stack those caches before this dual event window closes? Get out there, build your optimal loop, and I'll see you in the field, agents.